What is up, Independence? This is Coach Drew here with another episode of our home speed workouts. We are making fast people faster. So if you're ready, grab your equipment, grab your phone, let's go. All right, guys, go ahead and join me down on the ground. We're gonna do our muscle prep and body prep using a roller device. Today, we're gonna specifically work a lat or a serratus region. We're gonna try and loosen that up so you have better upper back connection when we're doing our drills. And so you're gonna place your roller, I'm gonna go with a broad one today, and you're gonna place it right where your ribs start. There's a lot of muscles right there that are important for extension and rotation. And so we're gonna open our arm and we're gonna work up the ribs into your lats, and you don't wanna apply too much pressure because it'll hurt a lot. And you're going to try and breathe and just take care of any tension or tight spots. You can even rotate your hands to add or reduce tension. Give me about 5 minutes of movement prep on each arm. Okay, guys, go ahead and find your space. We want to be locomotive, so we want to cover some distance during this. We are doing our light dynamics, and the goal of the purpose of this is not to be ready to go full speed, but to get our joints and our muscles kind of hot, kind of loose, kind of ready to do our task or challenge today. And so we're going to go through 3 different movement patterns. Do these to the best of your abilities. Don't get bored with this. This is like brushing your teeth. It's important. It's something you got to regularly do. And so for our first movement, we're going to do a lunge pull. Starting off, you're going to pull your heel to your butt. Make sure you get a big stretch. Grab your shin, pull it up towards your belly button. Take a big lunge forward. My knee goes over my shoelaces, not in, not out. I'm going to drop my back knee to the ground without touching, and then I'm going to switch legs. And you're going to go ahead and do about 5 reps on each side, covering some space wherever you are. All right, guys, for our second movement of our light dynamics, we're going to do a crossover. This primes some of our movement and running mechanics while still working on proprioception and strengthening and stretching the back of your leg. And so you're going to do a knee up, toe up. You're going to hinge and kick back, and you're going to cross over. Feel that stretch. Don't fall. Then you'll switch legs, knee up, toe up, hinge, stretch. You're going to go ahead and do about 5 of these on each side. All right, everyone, for our last light dynamic, we're going to do some leg kicks. And I don't care how you specifically do these. The only thing I really care about is that you are snappy. We are warming up the elastic system, which is the rapid movement. It's the low energy system that just kind of does its job. And so you're going to kick up, and you want to feel a snap down to the ground, kick up, snap down to the ground. You're going to do about 5 on each side. All right, guys, go ahead and join me on the ground. We're going into our joint prep today. We're still doing Copenhagen series, so that's affecting our groin, some of that structure and stability that's really important in sprinting. So to do this drill, you're going to drop your elbow on the ground like we have been. Your bottom leg is loaded, or your top leg is loaded, your bottom leg is curled underneath. We're going to do a lift up. We're going to hold here, but instead of doing any kind of hip movement, we're going to move our trunk. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to reach to my armpit, turn my trunk to the ground, unturn, reach. Nothing touch the floor. Go down, turn, turn. We're going to do 10 reps on each side, making sure you're loading that top leg, making sure you're not bending your knee, and you're building up that structure the way it needs to be strengthened. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and use some tools. We're going to do plyometrics. If you got a truck with a tailgate, super recommend that. If you just got a couple chairs you can jump on, use that as well. I'll show you what you're doing with this. Now, we're going to do a truck or a box jump. We're going to do 3 sets of 5, and your goal is to get your feet on here with your hips as high as possible. If I jump on an object and my leg comes up and I land like this, I've jumped 0 inches. My hips have displaced no distance. So therefore, I'm not building power. I'm getting really good at picking up my legs. And if my goal is to dunk, to slam a volleyball, whatever it is, I'm not gaining power. And we want to be explosive. So all together, we'll go through our priming. You're going to go up, down, you're going to jump, land as high as you can, step off, making sure your knees go away from each other, and we're going to do 3 sets of 5 reps. All right, guys, so now we're going into more of our specific plyometrics, getting away from our big power and going into our single leg power. This is called a 0-step plyo jump. We're going to jump off of 1 leg, land on 2 today. Make sure that when you're in your position, it's your dominant or your track start leg. We're going to drop down to a knee. I'm making sure I'm pushing off of this leg, driving my opposite leg. I'm going to land on 2 today just so I master the drill. We're doing 3 sets of 5 just on this leg. just building this leg up. So I'll start with this hand position like I'm about to sprint as I'm chest heavy leaning forward. I'm gonna jump, land on 2, so I can reset, I can go wherever I wanna go, drop down, lean. I have my knee over toe, really positive angle, big hands. I'm gonna jump, land on 2. And that's gonna encourage you to come off that line faster and to get a little bit quicker on the start. All right, guys, so now we're gonna do a very technical start drill. It's called our 0-step start. We are practicing jumping off the line, taking 3 really, really great steps. We're gonna start in a 3-point position. That's one hand on the ground. And you're gonna give me 3 big steps and then coast the rest of about 10 yards. So all you really care about is those first 3 foot strikes. So to get this right, I'm gonna have my dominant leg in front like I just did my drill with. I'm gonna do a 1 foot separation, so at an angle. I can drop down, one hand on the ground, hips are high, chest is up, I'm ready to go. And when I run, I'm driving through this foot, my opposite leg comes up, I'm ripping my hands, I'm staying low, angled, and I'm gonna slam my feet into the ground, looking a lot like this. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. All right, guys, so now we're gonna try and emphasize more work on our back pedals. Like I've said before, back pedals can contribute to some speed gains in those who are not used to them. And so we're gonna continue to reintroduce and reinforce those in our training for the month. So we're gonna do a 10-10 back pedal sprint. You're gonna back pedal as fast as you can. Once you get to your end marker, which should be about 10 yards, you're gonna try and plant and then attack right where you started. And so this will be a very sports-like movement. This is a very sports-like week for us. And so we're gonna be in our 2-position stance. We're gonna go backwards as fast as we can. Once you get to your coach, you're gonna stop, re-engage, take off, woo! And we are gonna do 5 reps of those today. All right, guys, today in our beautiful outdoor Texas weather, if you got it, go outside. We're gonna do slow goes. A slow go drill is where you start off full speed. You're gonna hit a marker. So we have ours at 10 and 30 yards, and you're gonna try and break at that marker before you go to the next one. So how fast can you slow down and then take off without completely stopping? Now, when you stop, you wanna make sure you're sitting in your chair, chopping your feet, and when you're ready to go, re-engage your lean angles and take off. And so I have my home cone, my 10, my 30, and my end cone. We're gonna do 5 reps of these. I'll show you real quick, and then it's up to you to go out and enjoy it. Get set right here. Positive angles, I'm gonna attack that first cone. Boom, I'm up. I'm gonna stop, go. Stop, go. All right, dogs, you're as fast as you can get right now. Go ahead and recover. We got another one coming up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Let us come into your house and make you better. We got championships to win. Let's go.